I'm Jimmy Holland, and welcome to another edition of A Preacher and His Work. We have so many great ministers and gospel preachers across our country and around the world, and this is our way of helping you get to know them just a little bit better. We're coming to you from Polishing the Pulpit, and this is a great opportunity to come together as brethren and to spend time with one another, and I'm very thankful to have Brother Ron Williams with us today. Brother Ron, I appreciate you being with us.
Jimmy, good to be with you.
What congregation are you currently working with?
I preach with the Lincoln congregation in Huntsville, Alabama.
And how long have you been with Lincoln?
Just started my 22nd year with them.
Wow, that is incredible to be with a congregation that long. And I know you're doing a great work there. How long have you been in ministry total?
I guess about 40 years now since we left Freed Hardeman, and so it's about 40 years now.
Wow. Well, what motivated you to get into ministry?
Well, obviously, I'm a preacher's kid. My father, Joe Williams, been at Northport for 57 years before he got out of preaching. But obviously, growing up with that kind of situation and having other people in the family, relatives or ministers, I've always loved and appreciated them.
Well, I'm certainly glad that you did go in that direction and appreciate everything that you do. Along those lines, when you look back over all your years in ministry and preaching, when you look at your community that you're working in, when you look at our country, when you look at the world, if there was just one message that you could share with them, what would that one message be?
I think it'd have to be that Jesus is the answer to every situation of life that we find ourselves in. I know we live in a very multicultural kind of world that many of which do not want to admit that God is real or that Christianity is viable. But Jesus, just like in the first century, is just as important today as he was 2,000 years ago. And his will and his word and his way still matters, and it makes a difference in people's lives for good.
Absolutely. And Jesus said, I came to give life and give it more abundantly.
Right.
And people are missing out on that.
Right.
And they need to know of Jesus.
Yes, exactly.
Well, thank you for being with us today.
It's a pleasure.
And I appreciate you being with us. And I look forward to being with you next time on A Preacher and His Work. To God be the glory,
great things. The preceding program was a production of the Fort Payne Church of Christ TV studio located in Fort Payne, Alabama.